So back when I was, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old. It was right in that era when I was about probably 11, 12 years old. I used to collect these magazines that were called, they were some type of teenage magazine that I used to collect, and they had Hannah Montana in it, iCarly, um, Victorious, uh, or Victorious Justice, Miranda Cosgrove, Drake Bell, all that, Drake and Josh, all that. And I used to collect them because, I don't know, that was like the craze at that time when I was at that age. It was like the trend at that time. Like everybody collected them, and it was like, and they were discontinued because there's only J14s and ones like that now. But the ones that I used to collect weren't that. They were like there was also issues for boys and issues for girls, but they weren't called. There was something, but I used to collect them all the time. And at school, I would be at school, like, and there would be this girl that everybody thought was my girlfriend and everything, and it wasn't my girlfriend. She wasn't my girlfriend at all. She was just my best friend at elementary school. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's your girlfriend," and everything, because we all hanged out I always hanged out with her all the time, but she was never my girlfriend. That never was. I never really. I don't know. I mean, like, it was. I don't know. If you. She wasn't my girlfriend, but some things I didn't realize that she could have been. I mean, she easily could have been my girlfriend because, first of all, I used to always invite her to like McDonald's or something. My mom would bring us McDonald's, and it's weird how I didn't. I don't know. I just was nervous and stuff, and I still am nervous for girls or women actually. But at that time, I was just, I don't know. It never got into my head that she could have been my girlfriend easily. And now she's like engaged and married or whatever. Or I don't know if she's married, but she's engaged or something now. But my mom's good friends with her mom and everything like that. And then my mom and her mom used to work at McDonald's together and everything like that. But I'm not gonna name names or anything because it's really none of anybody's business. But it's just a story. Anyway, she used to take I forgot what the magazines were called. But anyway, they were like teen magazines that we used to collect. And she used to take them all the time. I mean, she took them all the time. She'd be like, "Hey, Josh, can I have your magazine?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And I'd give it to her, and she would say, "Oh, well, she's just going to like take them home and bring them back because she wouldn't buy them. Well, she wouldn't be able to because she was like all out of money all the time." So I was just like, "Okay, whatever." And like all the time, it was like every day at school, it would be the same thing. "Josh, can I have your magazine?" "Sure, why not?" And then I started to get kind of mad because all the time she would not even bring them back. So I believe she probably doesn't anymore, but she probably had like 10 of my magazines that I bought, and I would buy them too. I would have like probably $10, and it would be like probably $5 or something, or $6, and I would buy them, and she'd just like take them all the time, and just like, yeah. But that was the and I just never talked to her again. I mean, like we kind of went our own separate ways. She went her way, and but yeah, she kind of grew up. I didn't grow. She kind of grew up, and yeah, just I never. Everybody always thought that she was my girlfriend, and she never was my girlfriend. I just never thought of her as a girlfriend material. I just Generally, I liked her as a friend. I never liked her as a girlfriend. Everybody's, oh, like, well, you know, she never was my girlfriend. She was just my friend, and everybody thought she was my girlfriend. And she probably could have been my girlfriend because but at that time, I just didn't know about dating, and I didn't really know about dating because I was only like 11 or 12. So it wasn't like now. And I know a lot of my friends are like, oh, I had a girlfriend since I was like 7 years old. Well, that wasn't me. you know. Another thing is my mom always babied me, in which I kind of got out of somewhat. My mom doesn't really, she babies me still, but I'm trying to get out of that because I'm almost 24. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I just talked about magazines, and it was like I forgot what those magazines were called. I searched it up, but they don't have it on anymore. It's discontinued magazines. They don't sell them at Price Chopper anymore, and that's where I would buy them. Was that Price Chopper in the Price Chopper has a magazine and little magazine section that they have. But yeah, I used to buy them there all the time. I don't know how many times I'd ask my mom for her to buy me them, and she used to give me allowance sometimes, but actually that was before she gave me allowance. She used to give me allowance like every Friday, but and I really I like to have my own money now. I really don't like asking. I don't like I used to ask my mom all the time for money, but now I don't because I have my own money, and I just think that if you ask it just feels wrong. Your mom and your dad and your parents give you so much, and just like asking them for money is like it's fucked up in my opinion. Like, I mean, I know maybe like the trend for like 11, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, maybe 16 or 17-year-olds, but once you start getting 18, 19, that's just like fucked up because it's like get your own fucking job, and that's what I probably should have. That's probably would have been my initiative, if you would say. I should have just got my own fucking job when I was 20 years old, probably, or 19 or 18 years old, and I would have been set by now. I probably would have had a truck and etc. But yeah. But I don't even ask my mom for money anymore. My mom always offers me money, but I'm like, Mom, no, you don't need to give me money. And like for birthdays too, like my grandmother and my stepmother and everybody, like, oh, can I give you something? No, you don't have to give me anything from birthday. I have my own money. I can just buy whatever I want. I don't need people's what I call people's charity. I really don't. I really don't need anybody to give me anything for my birthday. It's not, if, I have my own money. If I want to buy myself something, I'll buy myself something, but I really don't need anybody to buy me anything. Everybody needs to, so like my mom's going to buy me a tattoo for my birthday. That's it. There's nothing else that I want. I don't like material. I really don't want my mom to buy me material things for my birthday anymore. I'm not 12 years old. I'm not 13 years old. But anyway, this is the story about the magazine story about how I used to get my magazines always taken from me at school. Like I don't know why I would bring them all the time too. That's the thing. I'd be so stupid because I would bring a book bag full of magazines because I was in special ed. And we really didn't get a lot of homework or anything. We did on a rare occasion, but we really didn't get homework. And we could have our backpacks in our classroom. We would have like study hall or something. And I would always oh my God, I would just buy so much of those magazines, and so many of those magazines went to that girl. And it was just like, I don't know how many magazines went to her. I really don't. Probably at least 20 or 30 of those magazines that I had went to her. And I basically, I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I probably just threw them away. Or when my mom used to clean up my room all the time, so she probably threw them away or whatever. But I forgot what they were called. I really do. I don't think they were called J14s because I don't remember that. I remember that they were called something. It weren't J14s or anything like that. It was something, and it's something that's discontinued too. It wasn't. It was like teen something or I don't know. It was for everybody. It was for it wasn't really a specific. Uh, you could buy them and. But anyway, yeah, that's my magazine story right there. And what the fuck is that noise? That noise has been going on for like the last 2-3 hours. Some of these phones here.